One thing I've discovered over the last 18 months since I've been metal detecting is that one day is completely different to the next. One day you can find all kinds of things, good things, and the next day you find absolutely nothing. Well, the hunt you're about to see falls somewhere between the two. It was a good day. I enjoyed the day. The sun was shining, very, very cold. The wind was blowing, but this SJ cam that I'm using, the Novotec SJ4000 SJ cam, copes very, very well with the wind. But anyway, on the hunt, found broken buckles, buckle plates, but found some nice things. Found a very, very nice Tudor button, a musket ball. Always nice to find a musket ball. But anyway, enjoy the hunt after this. Well, good morning guys. The sun is shining and yet it's bitterly cold. I'm not sure if you can hear me with all this wind, but the sun is shining. Just had a snow shower. I'm on my way to the other side of the field. That's where I found the Bronze Age spearhead, or part of. But on my way, I've only just walked from that fence to here and picked up a signal, and I have something in the clod here which looks really interesting. Looks part of a buckle plate or something like that. Quite old, I suspect, medieval, but that is part of a buckle plate. Research it later, and we'll see you at the next hole. Another signal here, bit iffy, bit scratchy, but pulled it out. Another part of a crotal bell. Desperately trying to find my next complete one, but here it is. Another tiny one actually. That's not very big at all, but another part of a crotal bell. Okay, on to the next. Another good signal here, about 4 inches down. Looks like the part of a belt mount or a harness mount, not sure, but you can see the lug there. And anyway, on to the next. Another cracking signal here. I can see it in the I got a feeling it's a button, but we'll have a little look anyway, get you in view. Oh yes, it's a button, but I think, no, it's a straightforward commoner garden button. Yeah, shank broken. Hey, on to the next. Well, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's bitterly cold. I think the wind chill factor brings it down to a feeling of -1 or 2. But it's in this area here that I found on the surface the Bronze Age spearhead, and I'm going to search this area for a little while. The showers seem to have passed over. Had a couple of snow showers. Been up and down, found a few pieces, nothing really exciting. But we'll continue, see what we can find. I don't want to show too much of the surrounding countryside, but anyway, we're here and we're going to see what I can find in this area. Speak to you at the next. Okay, excellent signal here, about 3 inches down. Pull this out. It looks like a part of a copper coin, but it's very thin, got some markings on it. We'll check it out when we get back home. The wind has blown it off my hands a couple of times, so we'll check it out later. See you at the next. Another signal here in the mid-70s, but I got a feeling, yeah, it's another button. Oh my goodness, love these buttons. But hey, as we've said, signs of human activity, and we'll see you at the next. Huge signal here. Pulled it out, not sure what it is, whether it's modern. It looks tinny, but there's a patina on it, so we're gonna pull it out, have a little look.
No, I can't see what it is. It's it looks pressed, it looks relatively modern. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll take it, give it a wash, have a good look at it. Great signal here. Give a live dig, see what we've got. Okay. It's in the spoil here. We'll have a little look now. Oh, there it is. Not quite sure what we've got here. It's a button. It's conical shape. Well, not conical. It's domed, and I can't see anything on it at the moment. But I'm going to clean it up later. That looks quite interesting. Okay, on to the next. Well, got two signals here. Got one there, not brilliant signals, and one here. So we'll do this one first. Right, just get my probe. And we have a shotgun cap. Oh well, that's one. Now let's see if we've got the other one here. No, it's all part of the same one. Well, would you... Surface fine, just a little bit of clay pipe. Always interesting to find these little bits of clay pipe. Again, indicative of activity on the field. Not particularly that old, but always nice to find a bit of clay pipe. Okay, on to the next. Banging signal here. Knew it's going to be lead somehow, but it's a big lump of lead. But it's got some shape. It's obviously been used to fill a hole for something. I thought initially it was a potman, and may still well be, but it's not complete, or it never succeeded. But you can see on the shape of it what's happening here. So anyway, it's another find, and we move on to the next. Well, we've got a cracking signal here. Well, it's in this little piece here, so we'll have a little look. Okay. Yeah, it's a piece of lead. Never mind. On to the next. A bit of a scrappy signal here, but we're going to do a live dig anyway. It's coming up between 64 and 73 on the meter. So, well, it's out, and we'll see what we've got now. Whatever it is, it's small. I can see it. I can see it. It's a musket ball. Another tiny little musket ball. Love to find them. And there it is. The umpteenth that I found off here. Absolutely loads and loads and loads. Not sure if they'll be 17th century, I suspect 18th century, but in the 17th century we had a bit of a Civil War skirmish around here. Over in those fields there was quite a bit of a battle, but around here too there was a skirmish. So anyway, musket ball, on to the next. Another good signal here, 64, something like that. Let's give it a whirl, see what we get. out of the hole. Let's have a little look. Okay, here it is. Oh, it's just a piece of pewter. It looks like. Oh, part of something. Got lines on the back. That's lines, not lions. Oh well, that was part of something. So whatever that was, feels like pewter. Anyway, it's a find. On to the next. Got a good signal here, 81 on the meter. Could be a little bit of lead. We'll give it a whirl anyway, see what we've got. Go to the hole. Again, not very deep. It's a little gilded clasp. Or is it just bent over? You can see it there. Anyway, it's a little gilded clasp or something. Possibly a brooch or a watch or something. So I'd say maybe 18th, 19th century. I don't think it's much older than that, or younger for that matter. In fact, it's got two little rivets in it, two little studs. But there you go. On to the next. Had a kind of a scratchy signal there. Didn't bother to do a live dig. Opened it up, and out come this button. It's quite a nice button. It's got quite a nice design right in the middle. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's got quite a nice design in the middle, and it's got like little I say they're stones. They're not stones, but they're quite shiny bits, and I haven't got my glasses so I can't see, but I'm going to clean that up. It'll be very nice edge to it. I suspect it's Tudor. But that is not your ordinary common garden button, quite a nice one. So we'll save that, and another nice signal there, just 2 or 3 inches down, and got another nice Tudor button, not flat, domed, plain, but still a nice button, and that'll go in the collection. Okay, on to the next. Quite a strong signal there, just about 2 inches down actually, and out comes this artifact. I don't know what it is, part of an artifact. I don't think it's a buckle. No idea what it is, but it's a part of something obviously quite old. The holes are not countersunk, which is a good indicator that they're a little bit older than the norm. Not sure what it is, but obviously had a series of slots, but anyway, little artifact, and it's made of some sort of copper alloy. It's not heavy, so it's copper alloy. It's not bronze or anything like that, but anyway, on to the next. Just found on the surface a little bit of bemonite. It's a fossil squid-like creature, part of his tentacles. Found a little bit of this on this site here, but quite interesting. Jurassic, so they say. Me, I'm a flood person, and I believe that's where it came from. But anyway, the scientists say Jurassic, which is something from 250 million years ago to 60 million. Well, very clever, but I'm still very much in the flood of Noah. Okay, on to the next. Another good signal there, low tone, copper, and this came out. It looks like a 2-2 bullet. Not sure whether you can see that or pick that out, but it says super on the end. 2-2 bullets I found have been quite a lot shorter than that. So anyway, I'll have a look and see what it says on the net when I get back, do a little bit of research. See you at the next. huge signal about 6 inches down. Took me ages to find it, but it looks like a belt mount, a harness mount of some sort. It's got it's to the holes where the 2 pins were there. The 2 pins there, one is kind of loose, so it's not riveted. It's quite old. It's copper alloy. It's got a center pin in there, and not sure what it was. It was obviously fixed to, I suspect, to leather, and would either been part of a belt or a harness or something like that. But anyway, it's another find, and we go on to the next. Down here, just a couple of inches, huge signal, and out comes this bronze washer. Heavy, modern, used. I wondered what it was going to be, but there you go. On to the next. Hi, another signal there, just about 2 or 3 inches down. Another one of these pins, brass, what I call leather pins to nail leather to wood. I've said before, I found hundreds on this field here. I think they're quite old, and I think they're for nailing leather against wood, something like that. Okay, on to the next. Another good signal here, and it looks like the part of a pewter spoon handle. The rest of it, can't find it, but that's a part of a pewter spoon handle, I think. Okay, on to the next. The snow or hail or frozen rain, whatever it is coming down, so we'll move along. Just there, just a couple of inches down, it was a tiny little piece of bronze. It has a little hook on the back. It was obviously a part of a mount or something like that. It looks decorated on this side, but it's a tiny little piece. And take it back, clean it up, and see what we can find from it. Down here on the surface, looks like a part of a buckle. Yeah, found so many pieces of buckle here. Not decorated in any way, but it was a buckle anyway. Okay, it looks like a shoe buckle, or a, yeah, I think it was a shoe buckle. Okay.